going on, my Sag Massive? I'm over here in Sagittopolis checking you guys out, bringing you your Silent Enemies reading for August 2019. I do want to appreciate or say thank you, and I appreciate you for stopping by to check out what's going on. Please let me know in the comments if this resonates with you, and click that like button for sure if it does. If you want to get these readings monthly, you can just go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll know when I put them out. All right, so anything that you want to know about the reading as far as contacting me and getting your own personal reading will be listed down in the box below. All right, silent enemy readings are readings that are done to help to keep you abreast of those who are closest to you, who may not have your best intentions at heart. Okay, maybe you're not able to see it because you don't want to see it. Not saying that someone's there, but in the event that someone is. So maybe you're not seeing it because you don't want to see it, meaning that maybe you got some psychic downloads about it and brushed it off because it's your family. You know how you like, nah, that's my people's. It's not even like that. Okay, for that even to come up, or for you to even think about it like that, you know. Anyway, so this is for, this is, as we know, we can look at different stories and scenarios throughout history. Some of the people who experienced their worst downfalls were at the hands of people who were closest to them. People who had more access to them. People who were around them on a regular. So they know their schedule, they know their ins and outs. They were sometimes confidants to these people, knew their personal business and the things they were going through. All right, and these are the people that we're most vulnerable to. So, the saying goes, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And this is just to make sure that you're watching your back, making sure that the people around you are genuine and true, and they have their best intentions at heart. And if they don't, then it's up to you what to do, but at least you know what's going on, you know what I mean? And this is also to help people who have hunches, like, damn, I knew something was going on with this person. Yeah, that's why I'm here, to let you know. You right, or nah, you wrong, it's not them, but it's this one, okay? So I'm going to throw out 3 cards for you, tell you what the signs are, and then I'm going to clarify underneath each card what's up with that person. Now, don't tell me, oh, well, I don't have no Sag or Gemini in my life, because you don't know what their sun sign is, you don't know what their Mars sign is, you don't know what their Venus sign is. So even if the sign doesn't resonate with you and you don't have any of the signs listed in your life as far as people around you, look at the actions of the person, and I'm going to describe it to you. So look at the actions of the people around you, and if the person around you fits the action, then take it as that. Don't worry if they're not a Sag and they came up under the Sag card. They could be a Virgo, but if they're demonstrating those actions that I described to you, then you need to be paying attention to that, okay? So, without further ado, Sagittopolis in the building. So we got a Scorpio you need to watch out for, all right? We got a 10 of Pentacles here, so this is a Virgo, and you need to watch out for a Leo, all right? So, and keep in mind, you could have these signs in your chart. This could be your moon sign. That means you need to look out for yourself. You're your own worst enemy. You need to watch what you're doing, all right? So keep that in mind as well. This could be friends, family, lovers, co-workers, neighbors. It don't matter. Somebody who's around you on a regular, okay? So let's see what's up. Let me put out these cards, and we're going to talk about it. All right, Sagittopolis. I hope all is well with you guys. I hope things are going good. Based on some of the readings I was doing for you guys, a lot of you guys are coming into some money. You have an unfortunate situation where a lot of you are going to court, but it looks like for a lot of you it's going to be in your favor. So big ups to you. Hopefully everything works out. All right, so let's see. So some of you are running into a Scorpio here, all right? And this Scorpio might be somebody who's a friend. You guys might be friends right now. But it looks like this person may be interested in you, okay? They may be also dealing with a Cancer as well. Could very well be dealing with a Sagittarius. Didn't I just do... No, I didn't do Cancer yet. But, yeah, this King of Cups energy here looks like they want a new beginning. They're out here, okay, so they're out here doing their thing. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, just know that they out here partying. living life, having fun, looking for a new beginning. Okay, so they could have just come out of a relationship. They could have came out of a relationship with a Cancer, a Aries, or a Sag, and you could have met them. And if they're telling you that they're single, they are. If they're telling you they love you, they might. If they're telling you they're ready to settle down, they could very well be, but not yet. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Because if they're specifically telling you that they're ready to settle down, they're not yet. Because they still out here partying and doing their thing. They could very well be tying that up. But then again, they could have just been newly released from a relationship and they're out here just having fun. And they met you and telling you, oh baby, you the one. Just keep an eye on the Scorpio, okay? That's all I'm telling you. Doesn't mean it's necessarily anything, bad. But if they're telling you you're the only one, yeah. So they definitely dealing with more than one person. They don't know what they want to do yet. It looks like a lot of them just got out of a situation. Okay, and now that I'm thinking back in retrospect with the Scorpio reads that I did for August and for July, yeah, a lot of them are newly fresh out of a relationship. So some of them may not be ready to settle down yet. So if they're telling you or they are, then you need to keep an eye on them, okay? But it looks like they're not ready. They not ready. They ain't about that life yet. So they could be an enemy if they're lying to you and telling you they are, okay? So keep that in mind. On to this Virgo. Sag, you dealing with a Virgo? Let's see what's up with this Virgo here. With this Virgo, they could be, it could be somebody that you just maybe were dealing with, in a relationship with. Okay, this person could be, let me see. Yeah, you definitely coming up, Sag. So this person could be very cold towards you. Could have been somebody you were dealing with. You might have been living with them. You guys might have been in business together. It doesn't necessarily, this one doesn't have to do any with love. The Scorpio one does. Well, the Scorpio one doesn't necessarily have to. It could be love or it could be business. You just have to watch out for them if they're telling you one thing and then you're thinking or sensing something else. With this Virgo here, it doesn't necessarily have to be love. It could be a family member, but it looks as though this family member is basically you trying to create balance against them. There could be some disputes that are going on in the family with this Virgo. It looks like they could be fighting with other members in the family, and maybe you're the peacekeeper and you're trying to keep things aligned. It could be an issue where somebody came into some money and now they're trying to come at you for some dollars. All right. They could see you in the process of coming up, and now they like, oh, you coming into some money now. And that makes sense to me because, like I said, if you haven't checked out the Sagittarius reading for August, check that out. Check out the one for July as well. And then there's also a separate video up about someone going to court, because I know a lot of Sagittarius, for whatever reason, are in court. Whether it's a divorce, whether it's paternity, whether it is child support, whether it's a paternity support. Spousal support. A lot of you guys are in court for whatever reason. So it looks like, because you're definitely in court. It looks like you're going to get balance, especially if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, because I got Sagittarius here heavy, which is you. I'm sorry. If you're dealing with a Taurus or an Aries or an Aquarius, if you're in court with any of them, looks like you might get your way, okay? You might get your way. What else am I seeing here with this? Yeah, this could very well be court, because I got Emperor here and I got the King of Swords. And I have the Star card and I have the Temperance. So that means balance is coming. This was a long journey with you dealing with this person, but the universe is saying just be fit, be good, be okay, you're going to be all right. The Emperor is here and the King of Swords is here. Those are the governing bodies over the court situation here. And then we got the defendant. Now the defendant, who is this? Leo? The defendant, some of you might be in court with a Leo. Okay? You could be in court with a Leo, a Sag, or an Aquarius, like I said. I also said, I did say Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius. All right? But it looks like, you got to be careful with the Virgo, because that is who you're in court with, if it's not these other signs. Now, the Sun card over here, Mr. Leo or Miss Leo that you are dealing with, okay, this is definitely a love situation here. And they looks like they got a choice. They got to choose. They dealing with you and they dealing with someone else. Yeah, they juggling for sure. And it could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. No, I'm sorry, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Could be a Libra. So this Leo could be juggling between you and a Libra. Yeah, and they did they decide? Yeah, they made a decision. They made a decision. So if you broke up with a Leo, it's because they were a Libra. And if you're with a Leo who just broke up with a Libra, then it could very well be that they are coming towards you. But this is more so the silent enemy reading. So this is a Leo who could still be dealing with a Libra. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Because I got the Lovers card here, which is Gemini. And I got Judgment. And I got the juggling, the Pentacles. Okay? And somebody's stressed out. It could very well be you who's stressed out. Or the Leo could be stressed out because they don't know. They didn't know who they were going to choose. You could also be in court with a Leo. Okay, because I got the Queen of Swords here, and I got the Judgment card. So yeah, Sagittarius, y'all in court. A lot of y'all are in court. Yep, a lot of y'all are in court. So damn, that's 2 court, because I do 3 cards. 2 of them talking about court. So one's a Virgo, one's a Leo. Okay, so you're definitely in court with somebody. You could be in court with a Leo, but it could be, this one is divorce, I'm thinking, because you got the Lovers card here. I don't have any pages, so I don't see anything in reference to kids. No, I don't have anything in reference to kids. So, but one is definitely for some money. So some of you could just be in a case where it has to do with some money. It may not be a spousal support or it may not be paternity or anything like that. It could just be you in court with a business decision type of thing where you coming into some money. But this one here is about love, for sure. All right, so you could be going through a divorce, and it looks like divorce is going to be in your favor. If you're divorcing a Leo, or if you're divorcing a Capricorn, because it looks like the Leo could be dealing with somebody. It looks like they're dealing with somebody. They could either be dealing with a Capricorn, or they could be dealing with a Gemini. I have heavy Gemini here with this Leo. All right, Sag. So that's what I'm seeing for you with your enemies. So you got the Leo here. All right. You got the Virgo here. And you could be in court with either one of those. And then we got the Scorpio here who might be telling you that, I love you. And they not ready to settle down at all, Or they could still be seeing someone. And they're looking for a new beginning, but they haven't ended the relationship they was in. That's another thing I saw too. So what I want to talk to you guys about also, I'm telling this to all the signs, is that because we're doing a silent enemies reading, people will sometimes not like you, okay? And they may wish for your demise, okay? And if that energy is intense or serious enough, and your aura is not, if your aura is easily infiltrated because you don't have the protection you might need or enough of it to keep them out of your energy, that intense energy or that intense hate or dislike could come to you in a form of a psychic attack. Take a look at psychic attacks, Google it, look at it. What it is for example, is if somebody really hates you and they want bad for you, and they may I can't stand him. I wish he would get the hell out of here. I wish he would. I hope his house burned down. I hope his car fall apart. Or I hope he don't get no money in court. I hope, whatever. And if that energy behind what they're saying is intense enough and strong enough, and your aura is a little weak or not protected enough, it could come to you in the form of a psychic attack, meaning that like some symptoms of a psychic attack could be like you have things going on in your life that are going on pretty well. You don't have any major issues where you would need to be severely depressed, but all of a sudden you may become severely depressed. You don't have any major issues going on in your life that will make you want to do drugs, but all of a sudden you're binging and don't know why. You're partying and drugging and don't know why, just on a regular, to the point where it's starting to become self-destructive. You could also be in a situation where, you may get headaches, things like that. So what you want to do basically, and in general you should do this, not with just silent enemies, but just people, period, is just keep some protection around your house. And you can do this in the form of stones. Like this is a black tourmaline. I have a few of these scattered all through over the house. I also have hematite, which is a very dense stone. It looks like a metal color, okay, like a pewter color. All right, this is hematite. And then I have black obsidian as well. This is like a little piece that fell off a necklace that I have, but I use that. And I also have a black obsidian bracelet. So if you're gonna get, you can, just keep these things on you. So you can get the stones like this if you want to keep them in your pocket. That's fine. But you can get them in smaller sizes. Like this is a stone that's called I forget what this is called. Oh, that's a shame. Forgive me, pyrite. But this one is good for money, attracting money. Okay, but at any rate, you can get the stones in a size as small as this and keep them in your pocket, or keep them in your wallet, or keep them in your purse. All right, if you don't want to wear the bracelets, or if you don't want to get necklaces. What I will tell you, that if you're going to get bracelets, make sure you wear the bracelets on your left hand. This are always supposed to be on the left hand, the darker beads, the darker stones that you wear around your wrist. Always on your left hand, okay, not on your right. And so these are some of the things that you can do to protect yourself from psychic attacks, all right, from people who are just hating and just miserable and don't want to see you happy for whatever reason. Now I'm going to pull a crystal oracle card, angel crystals oracle card for you, because we're going to pull a stone for you, just for you. So you can have that in Sagittariopolis, keeping yourself protected while you're going through the city, or the suburbs, or the country, whatever you're doing. But just to help you out. Also, what I do share with everybody too when I do these readings, or what I'm starting to share, is if you want to increase your intuitiveness, your psychic energy, so that you're able to feel the energies of the people who are closest around you. Because what happens sometimes is, if they're around you every day and you live with them, things like that, their energy infiltrates yours. So your energy becomes theirs. So it might be hard for you to decipher their intentions and what's going on with them if you're just so used to them being around. Now, you may, on the other hand, because you're so used to being around, be more sensitive to their energy when it switches. But sometimes people are not, okay? So for those who are not, what you may want to use is something like amethyst. You may want to sleep with this under your pillow. Any stone that you get, except for the darker stones, you don't have to put them under your pillow, but you can put them around your bed for protection. I do that. If you want to increase your intuitiveness and you want to clear that path that you have between you and your higher self, so that you can hear what's going on a little bit better and hear your intuition a little bit better, use stones like amethyst. Put them under your pillow. Sleep with it under your pillow for 2 weeks. If you don't really get any, dreams, nothing comes to you when you wake up in the morning, whatever comes to you, write it down or record it on your phone. If after 2 weeks nothing comes, then you just might be a little bit more dense as far as the connection between you and your higher being. You may just want to, it's like looking at a pathway that has a bunch of brush all over, a bunch of bushes. You have to clear that out a bit. So it may take a little longer than 2 weeks. So you can do this for a month. Sleep with it under your pillow for a month. All right. And if you have any dreams, just write them down. Write down what you remember. All right. And then at the end of that period, whether it's 2 weeks or whether it's a month, just look back at what you wrote down. And if you can remember specific parts of the dream when you look at what you wrote, just write down. If you can remember more details that you didn't write down the first time, write that down. But basically what that is that's your higher power, talking to you, your higher self talking to you, telling you things, okay? Because we know that a lot of the stuff that goes on with us goes on in our subconscious. Okay, and a lot of us can't get to it. So you use things like stones to get to it so that you understand what's going on and what you need to do. And it'll also help to increase your intuition so that you're more sensitive to the energies around you and you're better able to decipher when something ain't right. Okay? One other thing you can use is clear quartz crystal with amethyst. What it'll do is when you use clear quartz crystal with any stone, it amplifies the stone. So whatever the properties are of the stone, so amethyst is good for intuition and connecting with your higher self. If you put clear quartz crystal next to it, the clear quartz crystal is just going to amplify the properties of the amethyst or any stone that you put next to it, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, the card that I pulled for you is Sugarlight. Let me show you the card, and the spelling is Sugilite. This stone says, own your own divine power. Replace codependent people pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. So if you're someone who's a people pleaser, people kind of walk all over you and take you for granted, get you some Sugarlight. Sleep with it under your pillow. That way, you know, maybe you'll get some psychic downloads as to who's taking advantage of you, who's trying to walk over you, or who subconsciously is walking over you. Because sometimes people don't know that they're doing that. That's kind of human nature. When you got, you know, people around you, that may happen. All right. So take a look at, look up Sugarlight. Look and see where you can get it. And then check out Sugarlight and see, like I said, sleep with it under your pillow for like 2 weeks or for a month. See what type of psychic downloads you get. Write it down in the morning when you get up. As soon as you get up, write it down or record it on your phone if you don't have pen and paper near you. And then just look back at it after you've collected all the information for a 2-week period or a month. And then see what you can decipher. What I tell people too is, for example, if you have a dream that, you know, somebody's chasing you and you're running for your life, write down what you feel from the dream. Because a lot of times the first thing you're going to recognize is what you feel. That's what you should be looking at. A lot of people look at who's in the dream and what's going on. But a lot of times the first thing you want to do is focus on what you're feeling. So if somebody's chasing you, it doesn't matter if it's Michael Jackson chasing you. Why, you know, you're being chased and you're feeling fear. Okay, so what you want to do is look at what's going on in your life, you know, in the waking life, that's putting you in a situation where you're fearing. Are you fearing change? Are you fearing the inevitable? Are you fearing something that you really don't want to deal with? And that way you can try to decipher what your higher power is telling you so that you could be alert of what's going on around you. All right? So, I hope that that was helpful. I will be doing these readings for you once a month. So again, like I said, if you want to keep abreast of what's going on, you know, just you know, get a little bit more insight of how to use crystals and things like that, I'll be implementing into these readings every month. So hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you know when I post. I also implement crystals and their use in my regular monthly readings as well. I'm going to start doing that because this is helping people heal. You know, as we know, we've been going through a major change planetary-wise with all of these planets that were in alignment and the 2 eclipses. People are basically in the process of being separated from people, places, and things that no longer serve them. And a lot of times they're being separated unwillingly. And it causes a lot of pain. Whether you know you need to get away from the person, place, or thing or not, it still causes pain for you to separate. Else you would have did it a lot sooner most times. So a lot of people are in a place of healing right now. So it's very important that you use as much as you can. You know, you don't have to go to a psychiatrist if it's not that serious. But if you're trying to get over a broken heart, you can use rose quartz crystal. You know, you can turn onto YouTube and look at the channels to clear your heart chakra. If you've been, you know, experiencing broken hearts and things that have broken your heart. What I tell people that I used to do is I would take this rose quartz crystal. I will lay down on my back, play some chakra aligning music to clear my heart chakra, put the stone over my heart, and then, you know, I would do that for like 15-20 minutes every 2 to 3 weeks. Now keep in mind, if you're doing that to clear your heart chakra, some of you, depending on the things that you've been through and the hurts that you've been through, you may feel a little bit of pain here and there, especially if you're healthy and you normally don't have any heart pain or chest pain. You may feel a little bit of pain. Some people panic and go to the hospital. Please do. Okay, but if they tell you that it's nothing going on and you know you've been doing heart chakra work, then you know what I'm telling you is right and exact. Nobody told me about that. Okay, I had to do some research on it and find out. So just keep that in mind. And also what may happen is some of the things that happened to you that broke your heart the most, if you don't experience a lot of pain, you know, or not a lot of pain, but if you don't experience any pain, little dull, sharp pains or anything like that, what'll happen is you'll start, things that you blocked out that hurt you, you'll start to remember that stuff. It'll start to come back to you. Because what happens is when you clear your heart chakra, you have to go back to that point of pain so that you can accept what happened to you and just forgive yourself for not knowing or not doing the right thing. And if it was a situation where you didn't have any control, you would just forgive yourself for not having control and forgiving the people who did what they did to you. Not forgiving them for them, but forgiving them for you so that your heart can heal. All right, so I hope this was helpful, you guys. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated. And I will see you guys next month. So my Sag Massive, good luck to you guys in court. And talk to you soon. Love you guys. Peace out.